Hey everyone, I wanted to make a video about criticizing religion, and somebody mentioned to me when I made a comment that why do you want to criticize Islam? Do you have an ego problem? Do you think you're better than everybody else? You think you're so smart? Now you left Islam, you must think you're smarter than everybody else, smarter than 1 billion Muslims in the world, right? And I wanted to reply and actually, make a short video about this. Like, no, I don't think so. I don't think I'm smarter than anybody else. In fact, I think that, I just came to my own conclusions. And you know what? Why should we speak about Islam, and why should we speak about religion in the world today? Why should we criticize it? Why do we have a right to criticize it? Don't Muslim preachers, mullahs, sheikhs and scholars spend day and night promoting Islam? Isn't Hizb ut-Tahrir working to re-establish the Islamic State? Like, we live in a world where Islam is trying to come back in a very big way, and not just spiritually, but politically as well. I mean, the Quran itself says, لِيُدْهِرَهُ عَلَى الدِّينِ كُلِّ. It says in multiple verses in the Quran, at least I think 3 or 4 times, that Islam will dominate itself over all other religions. I mean, we're talking about a religion that wants to become, the power of the world. So why is it that Muslims can, spread the religion, do da'wah, on street corners and give out flyers and, make videos and criticize and debate, but when someone wants to speak against Islam, Muslims get offended and say, oh, don't, not all Muslims of course, but people get offended and say, you shouldn't criticize Islam. This is my way of life, this is my religion. But the thing is, I believe that if you want to live in a world where everyone is, free to practice their own religion, you should give people the right to criticize. If you want to promote your way of life, then you should let other people promote their way of life too, right? Isn't it true that the Quran itself criticizes other religions? The Quran says that some people are deaf, dumb and blind, people that don't believe in Islam. I mean, that sounds like a pretty harsh criticism. The Quran says that the mushrikeen, the polytheists, the people that worship more than one God, they're najas, they're filth. The Quran also says that, certain religious followers are cursed. They're cursed by Allah, So, I mean, and others are misguided. So I mean, these are pretty strong words to be throwing about. And I mean, if you want to live in a world where you are free to promote your religion, just realize that people should be free to criticize. I mean, you're under the religion of truth from God Almighty. I mean, what's there to be scared of? I mean, what can a person like me or anybody else say? Like, the fact is, you're on the truth from God. So if someone comes and says there's a mistake in the Quran or your religion has problems, I mean, you don't need to be scared. You don't need to be offended. You don't need to be defensive. I mean, just respond to those points. Just because, the truth will become the truth and will become clear at the end of the day, right? The truth will become clear. So there's nothing to be scared of, The right way, like the Quran says that truth has become clear from falsehood, right? And the right way will make itself known, right? The other thing is that, if the Islamic State ever comes back, there's going to be 2 classes of people. There's going to be dhimmis, which are like non-Muslims, and there's going to be the Muslims. And I don't want to live in a world where there's a 2-tier system, believers and non-believers. I don't think that's right. I think everybody should be treated equally, and this is why I think secularism is the best way. That way you never have, the Christians or Muslims or Jews or anybody having the upper hand over anybody else. It's a fair system, and everybody has their own choice. I'll actually support you and anybody else that wants to practice a religion, as long as it doesn't infringe on the rights of others. You're free to practice a religion. I would support anybody that wants to, wear hijab, pray 5 times a day, fast, go to the mosque. I'm all for freedom of religion, but at the same time, I would stop and I would say that your rights end where someone else's rights start, right? Just to quote from the Quran, the verse I was referring to, it is He who sent His messenger with guidance and the religion of truth to manifest itself over all religion or ways of life. although those who associate others with Allah dislike it. And this is chapter 61 verse 9, also in chapter 48 verse 28, also in chapter 9 verse 33. So this is the thing, you know, like I feel like if this is a religion that wants to dominate itself over the entire world, and according to the Quran itself, so I think we have a right to say something against it, and I think we have a right to, and at the same time that doesn't mean, you know, people should be treating Muslims bad. I don't think Muslims should be treated unfairly. I don't think Muslims should be treated badly. I think Muslims should be treated fairly like everybody else should be. Everybody has a right to live, everybody has a right to choose their own religion, and at the end of the day, everybody has a right to say what they think is good and true and fair. And at the same time, you know, try to converse with people with respect, with dignity, and you'll find that you'll reach more people that way. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.